Greetings, comrades. I am Admiral Andre, and despite what I said on my Twitter today, I said there's not going to be a video tomorrow, which when you see this, it will be today. That's now Thursday. I decided, I still have about 15 minutes. Actually, I need to start my clock here, just so I keep track of this, because I don't have a lot of time right now, but I decided I'm going to just do a video anyway, because I think it's good practice. Let me just turn this down a little bit. The music is a bit loud. So obviously, as you can see today, I'm having a look again at Kerbal Space Program, just because I think there has been too much time since we last looked at KSP. Tomorrow it's going to be the same again with Geopolitical Simulator 4. That is the main focus right now, but still I just wanted to show you this. Now also it's a good test to see how KSP runs since I removed the visual mods. Now you'll see a few things here, and I've actually lost track of the mods that I have installed right now, but I will look it up by the time this video goes live. So you can see there's no clouds anymore. It's just easier. We saw last time the impact that it has on the performance is starting to get become a problem because of the number of parts that we have and all of that. But it still says Astronomer's Visual Pack here. And for some reason, the background, you see the skybox is still the updated one, or the upgraded one from the mods. And I also still have the stock visual terrain mod installed. So somehow, I guess, some parts of the Astronomer's Visual Pack have remained, even though I deleted the folders. I still think it runs much better, and we're going to keep this. But I just want to show you. Let's actually load up our save game. Now I'll have a couple here, so you'll also see the various ones that I have. When I'm playing on my own, I do this one, the Ultimate Career TAC. So obviously that's TAC Life Support. And this is just when I'm playing, for fun for a little bit and so on. But our YouTube Constructions one, this is the main one. And I did back this up before I am going to start this, because I have new mods installed that might mess up our constructions. So let's try it anyway, just see what happens. Right, welcome back, and I can see also we have slightly better performance, but for some reason there's still a bit of a lag here. I'm not sure what could be causing that. I think I'm also going to open up my career save just to see if it still has the same effect. But let's go into the VAB. I just want to show you a few things. Now, what about the mods? I have to say, comrades, I have a bit of a bipolar relationship with mods, and I'm certainly not making fun of anyone who has bipolar disorder. It's just the best way I can describe this. Because on the one hand, I like mods, and then I start using them, and I start using them more and more and more, and it snowballs, and then the game crashes and it runs poorly, and the mods get outdated if the game gets updated, and then it just causes a headache, and then I delete all of them, and then I do stock again, and then I'm a religious stock KSP player, just like I've been with our campaign thus far, except for TAC Life Support. But lately I've been experimenting with that career save of mine. Two things. I have a mod, it's the, let me just see, it's the one that introduces this stuff, these parts. But now I'm not sure, it says Jebediah Kerman's Junkyard and Spaceship Parts Company, and that's not the name of the mod. I'm sure many of you will recognize it. It's the one that gives these station parts. Now, again, I'm not too sure if we should be using this in our career save. That's why I wanted to discuss this today in this short time that I have. It can add a lot, but it can also complicate things, especially if people don't use mods. But I've had a great deal of fun using these with my career save. So there's that, I guess. Also lately, I think, was it Shadow Zone who made a video about the mod that introduces like a restock version of the various stock parts, and that's why you get these upgraded shiny parts and things like that. And obviously from his video I then saw that mod. Now I also have that installed, because I think, again, like with that, it really gives us very nice looking stock parts. And for example, the Sputnik, we can actually have a variant that removes the base, so now it looks like a Sputnik. Things like that, but I'm not sure how this will react with our existing station and so on. Let's for example look at the utility tab. Let's just find that. So this is the hitchhiker storage container. Now of course this is the upgraded version, and it gives us options like removing the handrails and things like that. But in our Mir station we use the old one, the stock one, so I'm not sure what's going to happen if I load that up. I'm a bit scared to use that actually, but we can have a look. But one thing I'm definitely still using is the TAC Live support. It just adds another level of complexity that I really like. And of course the transfer window planner, the clock, that's an absolute must. I also have Kerbal Engineer Redux 1157. Again, the inbuilt Delta V is very great, but I still like to see the extra information that the engineer provides us. Let's try loading up the Mir station and cross your fingers that it doesn't explode. Okay, we're here, comrades. At least the universe did not end, but I'm still getting very poor performance, only 15 frames a second. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with the save or if it's just the recording software. We'll see. I'm going to do the test with the career save in just a moment. Now obviously the hitchhiker is still there, but you can see things have changed, like the telescope we had there. Of course all of the solar panels look different. Generally things are still looking okay, but I think this is not probably the best idea. No, I think mostly it's fine, and of course these parts look much better. That's why I like using them lately. But I think what I'll do is I'll just go back to the normal stock for this mission and just finish the construction of the Mir station. We are so close anyway. I just have to put the truss segment in, and then that's that. So no reason to use extra mods for that. Also we have like the engine sitting inside the window now. You know, I hate stuff like that. But I was thinking, because somebody also asked recently that I build the ISS, and perhaps these modded parts will be great for that. I think so, just to add us again another kind of flavor. But I'd like to hear what you think about that, because this is where the whole slippery slope actually comes in, and where the whole problem enters into the picture, because we do get mods that give us actual ISS pieces, and I have one of them. Let's go to the VAB and I'll show that to you. Right, so the one that I'm talking about is the mod that introduces this, the Habtech Consortium. Now you see these are actual ISS components. This is, what is this part? Not sure, still have to familiarize myself. I haven't done my full research yet. But you can see this certainly looks much better. But then we're using a pre-made mod. Like this is the Serenity module. So would that be the Unity module on the ISS? I think so actually, because of the 4 nodes there. Anyway, so then again this gives us the parts. Then we can also use, now again I forget this, there's the one that gives us the Soviet parts as well. What's that mod called? Now it's slipping my mind now, but you get the actual Soyuz and stuff like that as well. But then again it just gives us everything and we just have to put it together. So I think we're not going to go this route, comrades. I know somebody actually made a comment, this is now again a long time ago, on one of the Apollo videos, to say, am I aware there's an actual Apollo mod? And yes I am, but if I just take it and use it, then there's no creativity required on my part, so that will preclude these parts. The upgraded stock ones I think are fine, depending on what the comments say. I'd like to hear your opinion on that. Like this, it's the same part, it just looks better, so I think we can use this. But again, I don't want to alienate people who only use stock KSP, because I think that's still a good user base there. Then, of course, apart from that, I don't want to really use more mods. There are so many fantastic mods. I mean, the near future tech, and I don't even know all of them, but you know, they can enrich the game, but it just adds too much complexity. So I think we have to draw a line somewhere. So possibly with these ones, like this, we get the hostile deep space module that gives us habitation for 12 Kerbals. I always put it on the upper mount with a bare white option. That just looks better. So we can use that somewhere, not for the ISS. I think the ISS, I'm going to use the same size parts that we used for Mir. That's the normal, what would this be, 2.5 meter diameter. But anyway, I just want to go to my career save and also show you that and just see if the performance is any different there. Right, comrades, welcome to my ultimate career save. I'm not sure, I can't really tell the performance here. We have to go into space for that. But I've been playing this for now. Of course, my frame rate counter is covering that, but I think it's year 6 now. So let's go to something in space and just I want to see how the game performs. Okay, so here we are in the tracking station, and I don't have as many impressive things here as I do in the YouTube save, like the space shuttle and the Saturn V and all of that. Silver Blaze is on an escape trajectory. I don't even know what that is. The KSS, this is now just a very simple version. Let's just jump to that. Also, Deep Space Gateway orbiting Minmus. This is, of course, my version of the Lock G around the moon. Actually, let's start with that one. There's no one there at the moment. Okay, here we are. 17 frames now. It's a little better, but we have less parts here, so I might have to do more tweaking, comrades. I want the thing to run very nicely when we do recordings, so I'll have to do something about that. Anyway, this is my Lock G. Now we see here, of course, that main central core. That is the actual sort of design that we've seen for the Lock G. Of course, this is the engine module and so on. But I added another part. This is for growing food, the hydroponics module. And I was thinking if they're going to be here in for long durations, they might as well start growing food. But now you see stuff like the RCS thrusters clipping into the thing, because the RCS thrusters are upgraded with that Restock mod. So again, there's a bit of a problem with that. I also have this module. This is from the other mod that I don't remember the name of, but I think this is actually a very nice thing if you're doing a long duration mission, even though this is the smallest, or the second smallest one actually, I think. Well, it's not starting now because there's no crew. You need a crew, but it gives you a little bit of gravity, and for the health of the Kerbals, that might be a good thing. Okay, it's actually just taking a bit of time to start up. That was the resupply ship. There's a bit of a problem there with the skirting of the engine. It's all the mods now, you see. Not talking to each other properly. Anyway, I want to show you the other station as well. So let's go to that. Right, so here we are with the untitled spacecraft. I've never given this station a name yet. We're again getting 15 frames, and it might be possible, but again, I want to see what I can do. So I'll have to remove the rest of the astronomer's visual pack. Stuff like that. Doesn't matter. We just want to enjoy the game. So this is again the more permanent station that I built with a big centrifuge module there. I also have 2 reconstructed Soyuz modules. Now these are not the ones from our save. I just rebuilt them. But we see again, like, the fairings are all different because of the mods. Again, we have the fairing around the engine still there. That's not supposed to be there, but that's obviously just a mod problem. But I like the way these parts look. So I think we'll definitely use that upgraded graphics mod. So yes, this is the one. Let's jump to, and there's Jeb in the command module. Let's just jump to the KSS here, or the ISS as I still called it, and I'll just show you that. Now, of course, this is not a attempt at recreating the real thing. This I just called the ISS because this was our first main space station. Again, the parts look so much better with that mod. So much better. I think we also get extra options for the RCS, which should be stock really. We don't just want the 4-way ones, we also want 2-way ones and 3-way ones. So obviously I also have the docking alignment mod as well. That's an absolute critical mod for building space stations. So there's that, and of course we have to have the TAC life support module. Did they upgrade the visuals on that? I don't think so. So we'll get slight little glitches with that, but it's not anything I can do about that. Right, so the whole point of this video, I have to conclude now, comrades, because other duties call. Two things. Wanted to show you KSP is still alive and our save is still there. And the second point, I want your feedback on using mods. Again, limited mods, only like the Restock one and the Restock Plus mod, and the one that introduces those centrifuge modules. We won't use them for a very long time, but again, they add a little bit extra to the game. So yes, then the order of business once we get back to KSP is to finish the Mir station. That will be still the stock one with the TAC life support included. And then from there we will continue. So either with the ISS or with the LOP-G. Maybe the LOP-G will be a lot later. We still also have to build the Buran craft and many other things like different versions of the Saturn rockets and so many things. Your comments are still there in YouTube land. I won't forget them. So it's just going to take a long time to get through all of them, but at least there's something to look forward to, comrades. So let me know what you think about mods, and we will talk again soon. Tomorrow I return with Geopolitical Simulator 4. So thank you for your patience and support, comrades. It's always good to see your comments, unless they're hate comments, but I have to say, luckily I've dodged most of that. Most people are very kind and supportive. So anyway, see you, comrades. Have a great day and rest of a week.